Good afternoon, everybody. This is a bum's life, where you're following alongside a bum and watching his travels and his walk. Right now, I'm way down on Hillsborough Avenue, where they recently have just finally put sidewalks in down here on the way towards the airport area. Back in 2011, when I was actually homeless and pushing a shopping cart through this area, I was actually over there almost in the middle of the road pushing a shopping cart. But now, if you're homeless, you have a nice sidewalk to push your shopping cart on because they finally built a sidewalk. I can never understand why they do this here, where they go around a pole like this instead of just keeping the sidewalk straight. Like if you're riding your bike in the middle of the night and it's very, very dark and there's no lights on the sidewalk, what do you think somebody can do, or even if you're walking and you're not paying attention, and you're riding a bike or you're walking, what do you think you're going to do right about now? You're going to run right smack into the middle of a tree or this freaking telephone pole. So, if you're on this sidewalk at night, you best have a light on your bike or have your eyes peeled and be watching where you're walking. Or you're going to end up probably right here in this water if you slam into a pole on a bike. Guarantee you'll probably end up over here in this water. Well, it's kind of nice that they actually have a sidewalk out here now. But yeah, I used to walk from Martin Luther King Boulevard down Dale Mabry Highway through Hillsborough Avenue here. And I'd take the street, and I'd walk down here towards the airport where there's a corner down here where I'm heading to, where I'm going to show you where I used to make some money too. And fly a sign every once in a while. But as you can see, they're still making the sidewalk because there's a sidewalk missing right there. But at least there's a sidewalk now. And you don't have to worry about walking quite a busy road over there, which is a pain in the butt. But as you can see, it's still not handicap accessible or handicap friendly for people in wheelchairs, because as you can see, way up in front of me and towards your right, you'll see a wheelchair that actually was out close to the middle of the road riding his wheelchair, because if he was riding his wheelchair on this thing, it's really not wheelchair accessible right now, especially when there's parts of the sidewalk which are missing for I don't know what reason, but it is. But it is kind of weird and stupid making a sidewalk like this where you gotta go around a pole. It's like, put the sidewalk straight, you know? Or move the freaking pole. You know, could have put the sidewalk right over here instead of over here. But whoever designed it does not think very good, or doesn't use their head, or doesn't think about what a bicyclist or a pedestrian thinks. They just, let's just quick throw a sidewalk down and leave it at that, let them enjoy it. Like here, let's go up this way. Why? And you could have built a little tiny bridge right there and kept going straight. Never understand, you know? Never will, I guess. At least they got a sidewalk. Finally. Well, of course, if you are walking down here, you almost would have to be lost because there's not much down this way, which I've noticed before. As you can see, this wheelchair guy, he's getting around as good as he can around these barricades and trying to maneuver. Well, this is what pedestrians go through. This is what, if you're on a bike, this is what you go through. And if you're a bum, this is what you put up with every day. And this is what you get to see every day. There, I guess that used to be a Checkers, but that's been vacant since 2011. Still nothing in it, and they still never torn it down yet. But, and you would think, as much traffic as goes by this intersection, there would be a Checkers right there, because I guarantee it would have business. Hey, if I wasn't much of a bum, if I had money, I wouldn't mind owning a restaurant right there in the corner. I guarantee it'd probably do well, especially if you have good food, make customers come back. But that could be a reason why they closed up. It wasn't good business. Maybe they didn't treat the customers right. The food sucked. Of course, myself, my opinion, I don't care too much for Checkers. Hey, look! It's a wheelchair right now. This is one little slab of cement. Open during Sunday innovations. Oh, yes, they're open. Not many cars there. The thing I like being out here is watching the airplanes every once in a while fly over top of you. Listening to them. Which, if we're lucky, we might be able to see some. Because I am going to stand out here and try not to get in trouble, but see if I can make any money out here. And what I do is I might just take a gander down the street further and wander down towards town and country here and show you where I used to travel down that way. And show you where I was found sleeping on some pallets too, down the grocery store. Give you an example. Before they had the sidewalk in here, you had to actually walk right here. So can you just imagine walking through here late at night, towards the traffic, worse yet, walking with the traffic at night, not knowing if a drunk's going to come hit you, a drunk's going to lose control of the car, or just anybody lose control of the car. Your life could be over in a heartbeat by walking this close to the road. Because back in 2011, 12, and part of 13, there was never a sidewalk over here to my left. You had to actually walk right here. Or walk in the back. And back in 2011, I actually had a shopping cart, which I was actually pushing right here on this road. And I spent many days right here on this corner coming up, and also going over there with 7-Eleven buying things, pop, relaxing, and coming back out here and trying to make some money, which I'm going to show you what I used to do here shortly. And hopefully I won't get arrested or locked up or whatever, or in trouble. Let's see here. And as you can see, this is a new bench for the bus, which is kind of nice. Also, oh yeah, back in 2011, when I was literally homeless, this was one of the places where I would hang out during the day, trying to survive. Besides, also there used to be a girl out here, her name was Brenda, and I became good friends. We spent some time together, hanging out, having lunch, pizzas. She'd buy me dinner, I'd buy her dinner. She used to sleep in a tent in the woods somewhere around here. I'm not sure where. But right up here, cornered sometimes. So we're going to see if we can make some money. I'm going to put you in my pocket. I'm not sure if you can be able to see, but you'll be able to hear me talking while I do this. But this is like a road that comes from the airport. I used to walk up and down here every day when it was legal, trying to make money. I can tell you fell in my pocket, brother. You just gotta pray, and hopefully somebody will give you money or whatever, or somebody will help you out. A lot of times all you do is walk or stand here, hoping somebody will come by and hand you something. Other times, you walk. Sometimes there's traffic, sometimes there's no traffic. So you just gotta make the best of it. I remember right over there by that tree I Right behind that bush over there, I used to put my shopping cart with my belongings in it, right over there behind there. Kind of hide out of the way, nobody can see it. And I'd come over here and just try to make money. Not easy. Trying to do so. The sign I'm holding says struggling with rent. Need help. Please, if you can. Anything helps. God bless. Really anything. I used to hold a sign that said homeless, but really I'm not homeless. I have a home. But I didn't like lying. So I'm kind of staying out here this long. So I'm not sure if this is actually an area where you can panhandle, or I should say sell newspapers. I know panhandling is illegal, but there's only certain areas where you can sell newspapers, certain areas where you can't sell newspapers. But this is the life of bum. The true life of a bum. I just walk up and down, trying to make money, trying to survive as best they can, praying, hoping somebody can give them something, a hand out, a hand up, something to survive with, something to get them, something to eat, something to get, something to drink with. Not easy. Not easy at all. Hey, that was too light, and I still haven't gotten in. Sometimes you're staying out here almost all day, not making no money. Sometimes you're staying out here for an hour or 2 hours without making no money. Depends on the person. Depends on your mood. But you never give up. You have faith, and you believe that something will come your way. Something better. Something grander. And that's what I do. I believe and I have faith that something will come better. I don't ever have to be out here ever again. But because I have no job, I have to be out here. Somewhere it kind of sucks. Because you don't know. Just look around and see all these cars driving around, drive by it. Every once in a while, from this direction, somebody will have seen you while they're in the turn lane or something, and they'll drive over here and they'll give you something. Otherwise, nobody does. You just make the best of it. Best of your life. Best of your day. You just pray and hope. That's all you can do. We'll do it like this. That way you can see me. What I am doing while I'm walking. Not a lot of fun. Take the good from the bad, I guess. Okay, that's 3 lights now. Didn't get nothing yet. Three boring lights. It's light number 4. We'll see what happens here. See if I'm making anything here. Probably not. Most of the time, people are all on their cell phones. They don't even pay attention to you. Rather texting or talking. Yeah, it's 4 lights. Still nobody has given anyone yet. So you can see them. You almost have to walk a lot when they're making music sometimes. Sometimes it's a waste of time. So it's like, even doing that application, dropping off your resume is a waste of time because they go, oh, we'll look it over, we'll call you. They never do. Or they go, oh, you got to do it online. Oh, let's see. A bum. How does a bum go online when he has no computer, has no home? What's he going to do? Plug in his fake computer into a tree stump? Plug it in the grass? Or plug it up with... I'm not going to say. How in the world would a bum have a computer out in the woods, you know? wonder things sometimes. I wonder these things. I can see how it's happening. I was actually homeless out here. Well, they say, oh, you can go to the library. So, it's kind of hard to go to the library when you have to have a tag. Well, thank you, sir. God bless you very much. There, finally, my first tally. In about 10-15 minutes. And it took 5 lights to get $1. Life is strange. Life is what you make of it. And life is hard, especially out here for a bum. Sometimes you gotta stand out here for 2 hours just to try to make $2 or $3. Every once in a while, if you're lucky, you know, someone will give you a $5 bill. If you're real lucky, they sometimes give you a 10 or a 20. Now, it all depends on their heart, their mood, and all that out here. So life is hard. Life is very, very hard. They took me walking up and down here with 5 lights before I actually got a $1 bill. So let's see, count 5 more lights, I might have another $1. Oh, we got about 1.5 minutes left of this video. So as you can see, a bum's life is very hard. A bum's life is not fun. It's kind of sad. It's very, very depressing. But then you got to walk up and down here numerous times for 5 lights just to try to make money. And all you get is $1 so far. So bum's life is not easy, it's very hard. So just because you have money, you have a house, you have a car, when you see a bum alongside the road, don't think they got a life. They really don't. It's very hard for them. It's very hard for them to survive. So God bless, and I thank the Lord Jesus Christ for my life. I thank the Lord Jesus Christ for every day I breathe. And I just pray that something better will come along, like a job or something. A better career than being a bum's life. So God bless. This is the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed the travels today as you walk with a bum as he tries to make $1 in 5 lights. Thank you. And God bless. And may the Lord Jesus Christ